YouTube, what is going on, guys? We are back with some more Nerd Tavern for this week. This week, Activision completely dominates our news as there's been a lot of news regarding Activision, including the original StarCraft getting remastered, Call of Duty probably going back to World War II, and of course, the official announcement for Destiny 2 on September 8th. But, you know, guys, in this nerd tavern, you gotta have friends, alright? It's not a tavern without it, alright? So, we got Ghouls here.
Rules.
Oh,
It's a
hey, this
master
is
key.
G Shadow 007.
And
How's
then,
it going, everybody?
and of course, we got Matthew.
Hey, what's up, guys?
And no Jeffrey, because, I don't know. He'll have it, he'll
Yeah.
have it to explain himself next week.
For some reason, he wants to be in the dark for a while, so yeah, it's just the three of us again.
So,
Mhm.
yeah, you know, we here, we out. Alright. As I said, Activision dominated the news. So you know what? We'll kick it off. Like I said, StarCraft remastered. If you guys don't know what StarCraft is, it's basically what made Blizzard, in my opinion, what made Blizzard what they are today. You wouldn't be seeing games.
Well, one of the few games
Uh, I mean, besides like
alongside
Warcraft. I
yeah.
mean, this was the game that put Blizzard on the map.
You're
But
forgetting
yes,
Joe.
it is officially getting remastered, of course, on the PC. And this is quite interesting to me because of, well, Blizzard has never done a remastered. And it's somewhat interesting that they aren't saving this for BlizzCon as well.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's
Eh,
I gotta say, Blizzard's come a long way. You know, they've mostly been a PC company, and they're still a PC company, but now thanks to the likes of Diablo and Overwatch, they're becoming more and more console friendly. Especially Overwatch. Like holy shit, that game sold a shit ton of copies, both
well, it's not hard
digitally
to
and
turn a
physically.
first-person shooter into console.
Well,
So
that is true.
I mean, it's a no-brainer for them to bring it to, in my opinion, it was a no-brainer, especially, and then it just is kind of like endless amounts of money for them. And you also gotta love how Jeff Kaplan, once they won the Dice Award for Game of the Year, he thanked all the Hanzo mains.
my
That
God.
somehow turned into an insult.
No, like a lot of people, you
I'm
can
not.
watch it like on YouTube of people uninstalling the game for him dedicating it to Hanzo mains.
uh,
But yes, do
Now
we have anything else really to say about StarCraft?
I do.
Not really.
I've never really been big on Blizzard. I've never really touched Warcraft. I never really cared much for StarCraft, but I do know that they're pretty. They've always been a very popular gaming company, and I'm pretty sure. I hope this is successful.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and move on. But if you are interested, StarCraft Remastered will be available in the summer. Um, so yeah, you can look forward to that. But we'll go ahead and move on from like space to the wild, wild west because Red Dead 2, you guys know, got announced last year in October. Is apparently going to have a release date of October 3rd, according to a Amazon, like European or I don't know. I think it was Amazon
Yeah.
Germany that leaked it. But so, do you guys actually think, number one, is Red Dead 2 going to come out this year?
It'll
I'm not
feel
sure.
rushed, but it might, honestly. But I really wouldn't want it to come out this year, considering the timing and everything else.
Uh, I'm saying it doesn't come out this year. I've said this from the get go. Red Dead 2 ain't coming out this year, in my opinion. I think this leak is like, hey, that one might have been like like, hey, at some point we can try and release it here. But I just, number one, I don't think Rockstar is dumb enough to release it in the holiday season. I just don't think it. And if they do, it's going to be a cramped November and December. I can guarantee you. Because no game is going to want to release next to Red Dead.
Yeah.
Then you'll be seeing a lot of shit gets pushed back. Because I don't think you want to go against Rockstar after GTA 5.
Huh. Nope.
But I had a discussion with other friends. So Red Dead, is it gonna be on Microsoft stage at E3 or Sony stage at E3, or will it even be at E3?
Most likely it'll be at E3 because Red Dead is a pretty popular. Was the first game is pretty popular.
Yeah, I'll probably get like a lot of promotion between its actual release. So yeah, we might see it on E3. We
Yeah.
might even see like a preview build, honestly.
Well, according to a leak, Xbox is gonna use Red Dead 2 to showcase off Scorpio, which I don't buy because I think Red Dead's gonna be at Sony's press conference, and it could be the last thing they show. Um, and it's gonna be like, hey, you guys want to see some Red Dead 2? And then they show like Red Dead 2, like actual gameplay, and they might reveal the cast of characters that were in that image. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited for Red
My
Dead 2.
guess.
I plan on buying Red
My
Dead
guess
2.
is. My guess is they're gonna continue the story of the son that you get to play as after you finish the game.
Thought they already said what
That's my
like
guess.
when it was gonna take place.
I don't think so. They literally have nothing said. All they gave you is that image.
Oh yeah.
I think it's gonna be John Marston like in his like heyday. But the
As I
ending
said
would be
before.
kind of
Right.
disappointing because you basically knows what happened.
Yeah, honestly, there's really no point in making a prequel since you really, I feel like Marston's backstory should be left a mystery.
Well, his backstory is well known.
Yeah.
It's well known, yeah, but like the events should be left a mystery, if you ask me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I don't think I think Rockstar is like we have something as a main protagonist in John Marston, and I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even doing this like crack a joke. John Marston's son looks like a pedophile.
I never got
His
that. I
son was
just thought
oddly
he looked
designed.
like, I
He
just
was
thought he
really
looked
weird
like a
he designed.
younger
He looked
John.
just creepy as fuck. Like you do not want to near kids.
Wouldn't go that far, but yeah.
I went that far, motherfucker.
I think the actually no, my biggest problem with when you beat the once you beat the game and you play as spoilers when you play as the
It's
son,
like a 5-year-old
it
game. I
make
don't care.
no, it makes no sense because the Wild West would be over by then. So why is it still look like the Wild West? Because the original game took place to like the 1910s, right? That's like the last few days. That's like the last few years of the Wild West, and then we skip ahead to a couple years, and it makes no sense to me in terms of like actual historical context. So I can see why they wouldn't make a sequel because it makes no sense. It would make absolutely no
Red Dead
sense.
2 takes place during the fucking Civil War.
Oh my
No one
god,
could have
just
done that.
that would be the best.
That would also make no sense because cowboys weren't even a thing in the Civil War.
Just no, you have John Marston just like going in there with like revolvers shooting down people. Pa-pow, pa-pow.
The Last Cowboy.
But in terms of historical context, I could see why a sequel wouldn't work because it would make sense. The Wild West ended what before World War One.
Yeah, yeah, we would be in like in the industrial age, honestly.
Yeah, so it would make no sense anymore. It wouldn't really make any sense to still have horses and stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't. The game would
And
have
they
to
still
like
have horses.
literally take place right at the end of Red Dead 2.
Yeah, right after he shot the old fart,
Yeah,
which is probably my
but
personal favorite moment
with
of the
that being
game.
said, Red Dead 2. This is the game out of all the games that we are talking about today to go by because, well, Rockstar, and I'm confident they don't do bad shit because they haven't done a bad game in I don't know how long.
I mean, I liked the first game. I really did. My only complaint was that on the PS3 for some reason they decided to make the trigger buttons the back buttons that I hate oh so much.
Well, because the PS3 controller goes, I'm not even doing this to piss people off. That PS3 controller is shitty. I hate the PS3 controller with a freaking
Like it's
passion.
not the controller. The controller itself is fine. It's just those two back buttons. They're awful.
I just hate the controller. It's too small for my hands. I like the PS2 controller. I hate the PS3.
But wait, that makes no sense because it's literally the same design. I'm
Well,
only hating
no,
on it because
because
those
I
god
probably
awful
liked the
buttons in the
PS2
back.
because my hands were smaller back then. But now my hands are ginormous, and like I could play the PS3 with like one hand.
Well, well, that's why they have third-party support. But anyway, I'm excited for Red
Um,
Dead 2.
so Matthew, do you have anything to say about Red Dead 2?
Eh. The fact that like everybody else, I really fucking enjoyed the first one. I almost completed it 100%. Uh, the ending got me like most people. Other than that, I'm always surprised at what direction they're gonna go for Red Dead Redemption 2. Like what era they're gonna follow.
They just make fun of
But yeah,
Texans now. It's a comedy game. It just is in
yeah,
2017, and they make fun of Texans.
Jesus.
Hmm.
All right, you know what? I guess we'll go ahead and get into our next Activision story. So, you guys know a little game called Call of Duty. Always sells the best of the year. Look at Infinite Warfare.
Because
Everybody said that they were not
casuals.
going to buy the game, and it turned out to be the best-selling
Because
game
COD
last
4.
year.
Because COD 4, you forgot. You're
Hey, no. It
not
goes.
mentioning
Does
the
it
fact.
say COD MWR is the best-selling game? No, it does not. It says Call of Duty Infinite Warfare is the best-selling game.
But you know why it is, don't you?
Ghouls, they
Pretty sure everybody with a fucking brain would know why
ghouls. Everybody said
it got
they're
massive
not gonna
sales.
buy. They're not gonna buy. I Infinite Warfare. Okay, are you gonna buy MWR? And just because you said you weren't gonna buy IW, we'll put an extra $20 on it if you want this. So give us $80.
Yeah, it's scummy. Yeah, they only got the sales because of the scummy business practice. Let's face it, guys. I mean,
Scum
it
got
sucks
them a
they had to
shit ton
do
of
that.
cash, ghouls.
I mean, it's really it's just shitty that you have to go ahead and do that just to sell your fucking game. It's sad, really. It's sad because I bet you a million to one that once they got hold of it, they didn't touch Infinite Warfare at all and just played MW all day. You
Well,
know,
you can buy
I've
NWR
seen
now apparently
Infinite Warfare.
separately.
Well, that's a load of bullfuck, and Activision should go jump off a cliff somewhere and never see the light of day ever again. But you know,
Hey, does that mean Destiny
that's
never?
only a
Does that
dream.
mean Destiny 2 never takes place, ghouls? Because then I'm all aboard that train.
Oh, I could care less as long as Activision's gone. Bungie can find a better company to produce that game, or just become a independent publisher like they should have done, but they didn't because they're dumb.
I think that's the first time Gould has ever called Bungie dumb.
That's the only. Yeah, I'm not saying that they're dumb for making the first game. They're just dumb for signing with Activision.
They're dumb for a lot of reasons, Ghouls. Signing with Activision was one of them, but fucking over the consumer base. We'll get into that later. All right? But Call of Duty, according to a leak, is going back to World War II. Basically, I think this is a fuck you Battlefield. You want to do this? We'll do it now.
Well,
Basically.
Call of Duty originally was, a World War II based shooter, so I have no
Yeah,
problem
schools.
with them
But,
going
alright.
back.
Uh, Battlefield 1 comes out. The next Call of Duty entry is, besides Infinite Warfare, they go back to World War II. If that's not a
I mean,
fuck
hell,
you to
I grew
Battlefield,
up
I
with
really
this.
don't know what is.
Now, here's the thing. I grew up with the World War II style CODs, so I'm kind of happy about this.
I mean, I don't care.
Will I
I mean,
probably get the game?
do I plan on buying it?
Maybe.
I have no clue. But, I mean,
This will probably
I
be. Actually, no, this will probably be the first COD game I actually probably purchased since Modern Warfare 2. That's a long time ago. Okay.
I personally like the future. I know I'm gonna get a shit ton of hate for it, but I think the jetpacks and shit were fun.
I didn't like it because it was basically Halo, but it wasn't Halo, you know?
No, I just liked it because it added an extra bit of
Or
skill to it. It
Titanfall.
wasn't just who has the quickest reaction times. It was, hey, if I suck, I can, out exo somebody and still get a kill. But um
Uh,
World War II, I think it's a good idea. I mean, it's what the fan base wants. They don't want jetpacks, but I'm putting the idea out here for you, Activision. What happens if someone found a jetpack in World War II?
Those Nazi super soldiers.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And the boss
okay.
of the game's
No, no,
Mecha
no,
Hitler.
no. Fuck yeah.
Oh, so we're going back to Wolfenstein.
Hey, it is from. Hey, the people who are making COD World War II are the people who made Infinity Warfare, so you don't know, they might actually do it.
Yeah. It's weird that the company that started Exo Movement is also now the company that's going to go back to World War II. Really,
Strange.
the only
And
reason
ironic.
that exists is the what they're called sledgehammer games. Yeah, sledgehammer games. Um, is to give Infinity Ward and Treyarch more time. AKA just give Treyarch more
Uh,
time because people like the Treyarch games, which I disagree with. I think
Treyarch,
Infinity Ward is my
the
favorite.
only reason why I would probably take the Treyarch games over the Sledgehammer Infinity Ward games is because of zombies, because that mode is just so much fun.
See, that's the thing is that in Black Ops 3, I was like, oh, if the multiplayer I hated, I have zombies. But after, I
But,
was like, zombies
but
suck in
honestly,
Black Ops 3,
even
in my opinion.
here's
I
the
just found them dull.
even
But,
with that zombie mode, I'm starting to get fed up with it because it's been done better in different games. Look at Left 4 Dead. Look at Left 4 Dead. Look at Killing Floor.
oh,
You
I
know,
think that's a fucking overrated game. If you want to talk about overrated games, Killing Floor is over fucking rated.
Mm-hmm.
I played the
Killing Floor
game. It's
2.
pretty fun, honestly.
Killing Floor and Killing Floor 2 are fucking amazing.
It's basically Left 4 Dead on steroids, if you ask me.
No, I just think those games are
Mm-hmm.
not that great. And that's in my opinion. I don't think they're that fun. If I want to play something like that, I'll play a game like Left 4 Dead. Um, all right. Um, we'll go ahead, move on to the next announcement that came out this week. Is you guys know EA has the license to Star Wars, and you guys know that
Unfortunately. Thank you, Disney. Go fuck yourselves. But continue.
You're still mad about 1313. Go fuck yourselves.
now that I agree with you, Matthew. Fuck you if you canceled Star Wars 13. Whoever fucking was the being that canceled that game, go fuck yourself. But okay, Star Wars Battlefront 2 was officially announced by the guys over at EA and DICE. They in April, I believe 15th, you will see a Star Wars Battlefront 2 gameplay. And of course, this is most likely just going to be what you had in Battlefront, which was a strong combat. Just it got dull after a while. Like
But it's neutered.
after you played like the
They base
beta and you're like, "Oh wow, this game's really cool. I can't wait to play it." Um
my main issue.
and then you
My main
realize
issue
that
is
the
that
only good mode is probably Walker Assault, and they gave you two or three maps at launch,
yeah. Here's
and
my
then
main issue
uh,
with
the
Dice's
whole
Battlefront.
fucking, I guess the power up system needs reworking. I don't. The only thing I think that they personally need to rework is the heroes. I'm okay with like the little power ups that are on the map. Just the heroes need to be reworked because everyone camps in the back of the map to grab them.
Yeah, here's my biggest issue with Battlefront, and that's the fact that when it was released, to my knowledge, it lacks so much content, and that baffles me. How does a game in like when did it come out? 2014, 2015?
Yeah.
How does a game in 2014 or 2015, whenever it was released, less lack more in content than a game made in 2005? Care explain that to me, Dice.
Ghouls, that was Destiny also.
Paywall.
But yes, I don't believe I believe Star Wars Battlefront got a somewhat bad rep. I still think the gameplay's fun. I played it today. It was fucked up how they hid a lot of shit behind a paywall, though, a $50 paywall. And if you have friends that own Star Wars Battlefront and have the season pass, and they probably, I believe, have like 7 or 8 Walker Assault maps now, and it's fun.
Right.
But it's still fucked up, and I imagine they'll give out Star Wars Battlefront sooner rather than later. Yeah, I think Star Wars Battlefront. Of course, they're gonna add a single player. That's, I guess, the no-brainer. I don't know how fun the single player will be, but
I just hope it's a major improvement. That's all I'm hoping for.
we'll go around the table
Let me
here.
get the EA.
What is your most want improvement for Star Wars Battlefront 2?
More content that's not behind a fucking paywall. That's all that needs to be said.
Well, you gotta be more specific than content. What do you want? Do you just want more maps? Do you want a single
Space
player?
battles, actual space battles, the ability to play as some of the aliens, like you could in Battlefront 2. You know, no,
Well, you
was there
can play
actually a
some of the
campaign in that
aliens.
game?
No, no campaign.
No, a campaign. I mean, Battlefront again, Battlefront and Battlefront 2 both had campaigns, and while they weren't the best in the world, since they were basically, they were And while they
It
weren't the
was a
best in the world,
multiplayer
they were
game. Just
still
say
fun.
it.
Yeah, it was because you're basically working on a game that's very multiplayer based heavy. They still managed to make it work. You know,
Didn't they
they managed
follow
to make
like
it
the
work.
movies for them? Didn't they follow the movies to make the fucking game or a campaign for the own game?
Two, have more than just the have more than how do I word this? The original trilogy. Put in the prequels. You know, I know people don't like the prequels, but boom, you get more content by putting in the prequel worlds.
You want to put that Anakin
Maybe people,
Skywalker in?
you know. I mean, again, I know people don't like people generally don't like the prequels, but god damn it, why not just put them in?
No, I'm
I mean,
okay
yeah,
with
I
it.
like the
I
original
don't
trilogy and
think.
all,
I think
but
the prequels are somewhat okay.
I mean, I get that the original trilogy is like gold and sacred amongst the Star Wars community, but god damn it, the prequels are canon. Why can't they? Why can I, play as the battle droids or the clone army? Why do we have to just stick to the original trilogy? Not trying to knock on the original trilogy. I'm just saying that would have made for more variety by putting in the prequel worlds. Better yet, put in episode 7, why don't you? Might as well.
Thought they already did for a new one.
For this one. For this new one.
Oh
Oh,
Jesus,
yeah. What the fuck?
that was an
So
Amber
there you go. Now
Alert.
you have a Star Wars game that features every single main film ever made.
That would be
No,
a really
Clone
long
Wars doesn't
campaign.
count
That would
because
be
that was just
that would be way too long. I I don't see why they just don't make Star Wars 1313 happen.
But
That's what all I
that's
want.
I
that's all
really
right.
want to see Star Wars Commandos too.
And this
That would
is
be fucking sweet.
this is being worked on by Dice, right?
Yeah, dice.
Yeah.
Dice, you got a lot on your plate. Not only you're focusing on Battlefield 1, but you're also focusing on this new game. I hope to God that your team is big enough to handle both games at the same time.
I think they have a second team that's working on the DLC for Battlefield 1 while the main team works on Battlefront. Because I think they're going to go back and forth. Like next year will be Battlefield whatever. And then the next year will be Battlefront 3, Battlefront, then Battlefield whatever, then back to Battlefront. But, alright, Matthew, what do you want in Star Wars Battlefront 2? What's your most requested feature?
Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
At least like a form of attrition type map.
Alright.
By the
Like
way,
like
love the name
what?
Battlefront 2. Thanks for confusing people, dipshits.
No, girls. There will
Now
be
there's
there will
two
be
Battlefield
EA's
2s.
Battlefront 2, and then there will be Pandemic's Battlefront 2.
Still, thanks for confusing us, you fuckwits.
Fuck. Alright.
Hmm.
Alright. I guess I'll go ahead and go. Alright. My most requested feature for Star Wars Battlefront 2 has got to be a campaign, and a good one. I don't know how they're going to do it. You might want to get Respawn over there
Pandemic
because
was able.
they just made the probably best single-player shooter campaign in God knows how long. You're going to want to take some tips from them.
I mean, if they were able to make it work in the original Battlefront 2, then yes, you can make it work here.
But I don't want just multiplayer missions with cutscenes tossed in. I want a full-fledged campaign.
Well,
It's
yeah, they
kinda
were able to do
hard.
that with the Battlefield games.
I mean,
Like,
if
as
I
long as
wanted to
there's no
play
story, that'll be
multiplayer
kind of hard.
missions, I'd play multiplayer. You know.
Hmm. All I really want is from the actual IP is another Star Wars: The Republic Commandos, and nobody remembers that game. So sad.
Mm.
So yeah, that's really all I need to say about Battlefront 2. I did actually play the game before people called me out saying, "Oh, you probably never played it." I did play a bit of the game thanks to my brother because he actually got the game for his Xbox One. I was incredibly underwhelmed. Maybe it's because of maybe because of my nostalgia goggles. That probably has something to do with that. But I don't know. I just felt very underwhelmed when I played the first game. So I really hope DICE, and I know DICE can make good games because they made Battlefield 3, they made Bad Company 2, some of my favorite shooters from the seventh generation. So I know they can make good games.
Mm. All right, we'll go ahead and
I
move
just hope,
on. This
yeah,
one,
just
this
hope they
topic
are successful.
is about to get heated. This tavern is about to be on fire. Destiny 2 is officially announced for September 8th. Um, and yeah, it's announced they
What
released a trailer that got people all excited. It was a cinematic trailer for the ages,
commence
people.
commencing the raging hate boner for Destiny 2.
Well, because it's fucked rules. They already announced a $30 pass for the game. I don't get how you announce 30 fucking dollars of season pass content when you
Well,
announce the
it's simple.
game.
Well, it's simple, man. We gotta make as much money as we can possibly can the moment we show up the fucking game.
But that's the
That's
thing.
the
Nobody's
mind.
gonna buy the standard edition. Kids are gonna be wanting. I want the $90 edition. I want the $90 edition.
Because Tyler, you're forgetting video gamers like that are not like you and me have the attention span of a goldfish. They don't care as long as they get the extra stuff and as long as they get their game.
And then
They don't give a fuck how much they put down.
the collector's edition is fucking retarded. I can tell you what you get for $250. All right. Now I'm gonna let you know what another $250 collector's edition got me. Halo 5 wasn't the best game ever. All right, but the statue got me like a $25 worth of in-game items. The statue that's really really nice. I don't know if it was worth $250, and then the game itself. So I basically paid about $150 on the statue.
honestly, honestly, I'm just fed up with these collector's editions. Because all they are to me is a waste of money. Because you can pretty much get the exact same thing on eBay, the exact same statue for much less.
But
Yes, it's
here's the
used.
kicker, Ghouls. Do you want to know what you get for $250?
Statue?
No, no, no. Oh, oh no, Ghouls. You that's too much. All right. You're gonna get a backpack.
What the hell? Persona 5 gives you a backpack, or a purse rather, for $80.
They bumped it up to 90, but you still are right. You can get the same thing in Persona 5's collector's edition for
And what is it? A backpack?
it's like one of those things that you could like stick your laptop in, like a laptop bag, and then it has
How,
Ghouls. It also has a iPad or like a
how much
um
does a regular backpack for that kind of stuff cost?
like a
Out of
themed
curiosity.
backpack would cost you like 40 to $50 at most.
Okay, they're fucking stupid. That's the one thing I will. That's fucking dumb. Why?
And you
Oh,
get
because it's Destiny themed and you can't get it anywhere else. Yeah, no.
and it comes with like inside the backpack you can like a rechargeable USB or something. I don't know, but
The
and you
funny
get
thing is that the probably
what were you saying, Matthew?
go ahead.
Oh, okay. Um,
No.
yeah, it's a rechargeable USB, but it's dumb. That's like a fucking ginormous waste. You get the game, you get the backpack, and you get the expansion pass and like some shitty shaders for the in the game for $250 fucking dollars.
Now here's the thing. I'm fed up with collector editions. Like, can they just die? Why can't the statues just be sold separately? Why do they have to be exclusive? I'm just sick and tired of collector editions because all you're doing is just wasting money. You can buy a PS Vita for that kind of shit, for that kind of money, or a 3DS. Hell, you can probably spend 50 extra dollars to get yourself a Nintendo Switch.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm just sick of just not just this, but I'm just sick of the concept in general. You're better off buying the portions of the collector's edition on eBay for way cheaper. I mean, Tyler got I think you got the Ryu statue for like what, $40?
Yeah, I found the what happened is so the I wanted the Street Fighter V Collector's Edition. I'm just a massive fighting game fan. You guys know this. You guys, if you guys didn't watch the video anyway, I found one at Best Buy. All I did, grab the statue out and then return the game. They gave me $60 and I got the statue out of it.
So yeah, it's like, why can't it be like that? Why can't you just sell them separately? Why do you got to be bundled everything just to make more moolah? It's
I mean,
dumb. It's really dumb
I have
practice.
the
I'm sick of it.
bestiality of the Guardian statue. Got Mortal Kombat. Got Ryu.
Yeah, I'm just sick of it. I'm just sick of it. I don't know about you. I'm just sick of it.
I mean, but yes, Destiny 2 is officially announced. Now listen, I'm begging each and every one of you, please, God, don't buy this game. Wait for reviews. They're gonna fuck you over. It's gonna happen again. If they see the money, they're like, we have no work. We've made our money back. We can start Destiny 3 production with this. Just
But here's the
don't.
sad thing, Tyler. People are still gonna buy it.
I'm tell. Ghouls, we can spread this message more if you would make the video. We can spread the message of don't
I
pre-order
mean,
Destiny.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. This is dumb. This is dumb. It's really dumb. But as far as the game goes, I don't know how I feel about it. Cause I don't think Destiny's the worst piece of shit I ever played. Like I said numerous times, I think there's far worse out there. I think I think Brink is worse than
No, no,
Destiny.
no,
I
Ghouls.
think Ride to Hell Retribution is
Name me a
worse.
worse game that came out on today's consoles besides Mighty Number Nine. Besides Mighty Number Nine, name me a worse game than Destiny that fucked you over as hard as, as Destiny.
Is that the one I played?
A game that fucked people over royally.
No Man's Sky. There you go. That game was atrocious. It spread lies and it was atrocious.
But they're not fucking you over with an expansion pass afterwards. They lied,
Well,
but
yeah,
Bungie also lied.
because
But
they
and then
didn't.
they said,
It was
"Fuck you! If
free.
you want more content, pay us $30 more for an
That's because
expansion pass, $40 more for another expansion, and then I think $15 more for another expansion."
yeah, that's true. But I think the only reason why is because Hello Games knew that if they were to charge for extra content, people would try and go and murder them. For reals. Bungie could get away with it because let's face it, it's Bungie. You know, they can probably get away with it because of the name. Because oh, we made Halo. We control we control everything, including you.
All right, Matthew,
I
you've
mean,
been quiet.
maybe it's because I don't know. Maybe it's because I got the game later, and maybe it's because it was bundled in with the PS4. Maybe that's why I'm not so harsh on it. I don't know.
Matthew, you've been far
All I
too
hope.
quiet. Give us your opinion on this.
Well, I was one of the first flock who actually got the vanilla version of Destiny. And let me tell you, I did not want to grind that game at all. And I'm a person who loves grinding. I've grinded Warframe, I've grinded many RPGs, but that thing, Destiny, I did not want to grind for because first of all, the campaign was too fucking short to actually grind anything from it. And then after you max out your fucking level, oh wait, guess what? You have a secondary leveling system that takes fucking longer than the original leveling system because it's
Okay, yeah,
based on
that's something
fucking
I
armor.
will personally agree with. Like the vanilla campaign was way too short. I think it was shorter than a fucking Halo campaign, which what shocks me. But then again, probably wouldn't shock me because it's by the same company. Uh,
Yeah,
I mean,
and
if honestly, I still I still have to say that this is Activision for going ahead and wanting to push the game out faster. If Bungie were to have taken their time, then the whole game would have probably been completed, and they didn't have to charge people for DLC. I still
Because they
think
got the
Activision has
money.
something to do with
And,
the
and I don't
bullfuckery.
want to
and they
say,
knew they would buy it.
well, yeah,
They
people knew that
know
they would
people would
buy
have
it.
bought it.
But, and I don't want to tell people that like, if you want to go put down $5 to get into the beta, Bungie sees some of that, all right away. They see some of that profit. They don't see all of it, though. A majority of it just goes back into the marketing.
I mean, it's
But
just you know,
but when you pre-order the game
I don't,
digitally, that entire fund is right now in Destiny's pocket. They've already got their $60 from you, or 80, or 100,
although
whatever.
although there is one good news about Destiny 2 for all you PC master race out there, it's coming to PC.
Yeah, so now
Doesn't
they
matter
can
that much.
infect another. So now an entirely new department can get fucked.
Does that matter all that
But
much?
hey, it might
Probably
even look
not.
better on PC, but it'll still be the same fucking problem. Like, oh, that's so
What
pretty. Too bad I don't care about it.
I mean,
Yeah,
one of my biggest issues with the with Destiny when it came ported onto the Xbox One and PS4 was the fact that it was still in 30 frames per second, which is weird.
just to
And
let you all
so I
know
hope
now,
that they.
Gruels is a massive graphics whore, and he cares
No, I'm
so
more of
much
like
about
a
frames per
performance
second
whore.
ever since he built his PC.
Yeah,
No,
he's
I'm
now
more
part of
like
the
a
PC
performance
Master
whore.
Race.
No, honestly, I'm more like a performance whore because honestly, let's be real here. When your game runs at 60 frames per second, it feels a lot smoother. It feels a lot more responsive than compared to. Don't get me wrong, guys. I can play shitty frame rate games. You know, I grew up in the PlayStation era.
No, no,
Okay.
no, Gruels. I'm not counting that. In today's modern standards, now you expect 60 frames per second, 1080p.
I mean, I know
Um,
consoles can't do it, but well, shooters are just one of those exceptions to me because it just I don't know. Shooter feels more responsive when it's at 60 frames. That's just me
But
though. I'm
this
cool with Destiny
Destiny,
being at 30 frames on the PS3 and Xbox 360. I just don't get why it's not capped higher when it came to the PS4 and Xbox One, which are systems that are way more powerful, supposedly.
well, they're gonna have to wait. I imagine they'll all probably get like a Scorpio and PS4 Pro patch to make them that. I think on the base consoles they're gonna stick at the 30 for the new PS4 Pro and the Xbox One Scorpio, whatever the hell it will eventually be called, 60 frames per second, 1080p, and then that as well
Then
on
maybe
PC.
maybe it's because I'm judging them based off the base models and not because of the PS4 Pro. Because the base models are pretty much low-end PCs that were made that are using technology from around 2011, 2012.
And then
And maybe that's because that's that's probably my problem. Is because I'm judging them for their lack of power because of some of the things are outdated about them. Or maybe it's because, I've been gaming PC lately and just realizing, oh my god, this feels so much more smoother.
But I want to also say this to people. Did anyone notice how your events in Destiny 1, they said fuck that game. They said absolutely nothing about it. They're like, "Oh shit, you know that thing you were in Destiny 1? Fuck that because nobody liked it. That's fucking gone." They're trying to build this game again from the ground up. All right? And I'm giving Bungie a shot. I'm not am I buying it day 1? No. Bungie, you lost that privilege with Destiny 1. But I'm telling you all, they're doing Marvel-like things. And I've said this with Marvel. They try to take your eye off the plot with comedy. And most of the time, they're really successful with doing that. And did you guys notice in the trailer, they really didn't talk about story. They're just like Nathan Fillion, make people laugh.
I don't know what to really say about that.
Matthew, you watched the trailer. Come on, give me your opinion on it.
Yeah, the trailer.
Yeah,
It was
that
really
trailer.
generic. It was really generic, but I really appreciated it. I really appreciated it because of, like, the cinematic feel it has for it, like its sequencing. But yeah, they kind of masked plot with comedy, honestly. Like, hey, this
Now
shit
the
has happened,
question,
this shit has happened. Like, who cares? Free loot.
now the question is, are they going to introduce more than 3 classes this time around, or
That's
is it
No,
just
they're
going
not
to
gonna,
be
not gonna
this?
do that.
I
You
wouldn't.
honestly wish they actually would do that.
I don't think they'll do that because number one, your characters are
Then
coming over. I wouldn't. I
what's
fully
the point of a
expect new
sequel then?
abilities, but the characters themselves aren't gonna go anywhere. They're still gonna be Titan,
What's the
Warlock, and
point?
Hunter. I think.
Then I want to ask, what's the point of a sequel when you could literally do that, update that for the base game?
Ghouls, you know why?
Blizzard's done it countless
hundred
times with
dollars.
World of Warcraft.
Ghouls, you know
I
why?
mean, Blizzard's
hundred
done it.
dollars, $100, $100, $100, $100,
Look at Borderlands
$100,
2.
$100. Oh wait, you
Look at
want this next
look at
expansion?
Skyrim.
$40, $40, $40, $40, $40.
I mean, look at Skyrim. Look at motherfucker. World of Warcraft is still getting expansions after over a decade later. There's no excuse to make a sequel when you can just
And Ghouls,
port that all
don't
over
blame it
to
on
the base
Activision
game.
here. Don't blame it on Activision because you forget that Blizzard is owned by Activision.
Yeah, you're right about that. But then again, it seems to me that Activision
Blizzard, if
is a
Activision said
fucking
make
Blizzard
Warcraft 2,
as
they
much.
have to. They'll know, like, hey, just continue making Warcraft. And if Bungie wanted to stand up for themselves and say, no, we're going to keep updating Destiny, they're like, okay, probably. I highly doubt.
I don't know if they actually have the balls though, because Activision is a dickish company.
They don't have the balls because they're like, shit, we like making this shit type of money.
Yeah,
If if
I think
someone
it
is
probably just
making
stems the
rules, if
fact
you
that
made $1 million, all right, let's just say you made $1 million, would you not want to make $1 million again by doing something retarded?
yeah, probably not, or probably
It,
I really don't know the answer at this point. All I
it
know is, all I really know is, Bungie, you fucked up the first time. Okay, hopefully you don't fuck up the second time.
and I'm gonna leave it
I'm
this.
willing to
We'll
give you a
stop it
chance.
because we've been going on this for a while, or at
Now
least
here's the
I've been going on
I'll
it
give them a
a
chance.
while.
I'll give them a chance because I believe that If you fuck up the second time, that's when you're out.
Bungie, you fucked me once, then you continuously fuck them. I'm not pre-ordering your game. I highly, and again, I don't care if you pre-order any game. I'm begging you, don't do it for Destiny. Do not give them 100, and please to God, do not buy that fucking dumb collector's edition. For the love of God, don't buy $250 for a backpack. That's dumb. I beg you, do not. Do not.
I'll be more forgiving. I'll be more forgiving. I'll give you another shot, but I'm not pre-ordering your shit because I don't pre-order shit unless it's something special like Persona 5. Uh, I'll be willing to give you another shot, but if you fuck up this time, then yeah, I'm not. You're not getting another buck from me again.
Guys, if I'm telling you that, go play Warframe. Warframe is a free-to-play game that does the Destiny and Division whatever model so much better than what Destiny could do, and it's free.
You'll still get microtransactions, but that's a whole lot better
And every
because
expansion
they're
they have
cheaper.
added is free. There's not like, oh, you got to pay $5. It's 100% free.
But it's not a first-person shooter, so what?
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to questions. Um,
Okay.
so we're gonna go ahead and move on to questions. We got some good questions. All right. This one I just came up with on the fly. What YouTuber do you want to be on Nerd Tavern? You guys can make any YouTuber come on this podcast. Who is it gonna be?
Any YouTuber, probably, uh, any YouTuber in the world. Probably Review Tech USA. Nah, he probably wouldn't join us.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and go.
Either him or either
I
him or
want.
JonTron.
Oh God, good. JonTron would give us so much publicity.
Probably in a negative way, but we don't give two shits. Oh,
Um,
they're with JonTron. They're racist pieces of shit. Yeah, fuck.
I want. I don't know if this technically counts, but I want the official podcast to be on the Nerd Tavern podcast.
You want all four of them to be here.
Oh, I thought you wanted Nate Shot on here.
Nah, Nade. Nah, I want the official podcast because they're the. If you guys don't know, Critical Penguin's here. He has a podcast. It's the official podcast with three of his buddies. That's what inspired me to bring back this podcast, and it just is. It's one of my favorite things of the week. My absolute favorite thing to listen to every week, and it's what's inspired me to bring back this podcast. But if I could have all those four people on this podcast, oh my God, my life would be made.
Oh, holy shit. Holy shit,
New
guys.
fighter has
It's the
joined.
man himself. The raging man himself. It's Jay. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh shit, am I in the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You joined.
So
in the
yeah,
last
guys,
minute.
we pulled a WWE. We just have a surprise entrance here.
Fucking running.
What's up?
How's it going?
Uh, you
Can we
you
do the
you
questions?
missed the gaming portion, but you can be in for questions. We just
All
started.
right.
What YouTuber would you want on the podcast? And I've already done the official podcast, so you can't have Critical.
Alright, alright. Filthy Frank. No, iDubbbz for sure. He's the best.
He would tear us to shreds. I hope you know that if he actually was on this podcast.
No.
Oh, I would just say like iDubbbz. Come on, like you can do better than that.
I'd be like, you gonna do a content cop on the podcast you're on, fucker? Try it. I say it just like that.
Hey, hey, dude. If I got
I'll
a
fucking
content
sink
top
this
done on the channel, it would be too good.
Right. I guess I'll go with video game donkey.
Ooh.
Ooh, good choice. Good choice.
All
Bada
right.
bing is donkey.
Um. All right. Most overrated game character, because Ghouls wanted this question and I needed
Oh, I
questions.
know. I know who it is. Can I answer first?
Go for it.
Master Chief, because Spartan Lock is better.
There you go. Yes, Jeffrey gets it. Everyone go put on Twitter, Master Chief is a stupid bitch, lock one. Hashtag it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
everybody
I
knows,
agree
dude. Lock one.
because what's so special about him besides the fact he wears green armor?
Ooh, you know who's even more overrated though, Tyler?
Who?
Mega Man.
Oh, you get
Oh,
it.
fuck off.
But you know what's underrated? Gundam Seed Destiny.
Oh, you yes.
Just gotta trigger rules. Oh shit, that's
My
loud.
overrated. My overrated. God, there's so many I can list. Oh, I got one. Shadow the Hedgehog.
I don't
What?
care that much about Shadow the
Shadow the
Hedgehog.
Hedgehog? He's the best.
Well,
Well,
maybe not. Okay, then again, that's probably a Sonic thing, so we're not gonna do Shadow the Hedgehog. Uh,
I'm gonna do something that's
fuck it.
gonna
You can't diss the Edgelord
I'm gonna
himself.
do something that's gonna put that's gonna just trigger a lot of people.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I got one now. I got one now.
Are we ready?
I, I mean, how about Cloud from FF7?
Oh, fuck you, Ghouls. I was about to do that, you motherfucker.
I
Okay.
mean, seriously, what's so special about? I've been playing FF7. I really don't see anything special about his personality, besides the fact that he's an ex-soldier.
It's
Oh,
because he
he's
dresses up as a woman in that one part.
oh he's
That's why
he's
all the
got
the
both
feminists love him.
he's got both Tifa and Aerith going after his cock. Oh, he's got this giant ass sword.
what about the new protagonist for the
And
newest
not
Final
even to
Fantasy?
mention, you know, the blade he
I mean,
carries. Get it?
I mean, I like the other characters in FF7. I just not big on Cloud.
I will
I
say
don't really like
though,
this character
Cloud
that
is
much.
like a god in Super Smash Brothers on the Wii U. He's really good. I like him a lot.
I mean, he's not the worst RPG character I've ever come across, but he's definitely pretty overrated. I'm not
Alright.
gonna lie.
Alright, well, Ghouls took
I
my answer, so
agree.
Matthew, you go.
Okay, overrated.
Yes.
Huh. Let's see.
Fuck.
It
This really
would be.
separates the men from the boys now that Ghouls stole my answer.
I know, right? Fucking hell.
Sorry, I stole
I
your first
guess.
answer. Oh shit.
I guess maybe Commander Shepard.
Why do you steal my answer, you son of a bitch, Matthew?
But not Femshep, right? Femshep's the best.
No,
We can all
Oh
agree.
look, people, another
the
special
best.
guest.
Alright, fuck it. This is the only game case I see. Mario, fuck him. He's a piece of shit. I hate him.
Just
I
say
don't know,
whatever.
because
He
two of my
ran out
answers
of
were stolen. Fuck you, Mario.
He ran out of ideas because I trolled his ass with Cloud Stripe from FF7. Uh,
Alright, alright,
Right.
we moving in. What's your best gaming moment?
I'm
Hmm.
gonna say. This is a tough one, you know. I mean,
The
it
ending
could
of
be
Mass Effect
any
3.
of. I'd say basically any of me and Tyler's greatest trolling moments, you know, just because We fucking troll with the best of them.
We
It's always
do.
in video games. It's 90% in video games, I should say.
Uh,
But still.
You do, man. We can do it with the best of them,
Yeah, we don't mess around when it comes to the trolling.
and like we fuck with no lettuce.
Exactly. You fuck with lettuce, get out of my DMs.
Exactly. All right. I guess I'll go. I have kind of two. You guys don't know Dark Souls 3 Ring City. I beat every boss in Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, whatever. I beat it all solo. But that's not going to be my one. My proudest moment is when I beat Sonic the Hedgehog as a kid. I fucking love... You guys know I love Sonic. I love the OG games. When I beat Sonic the Hedgehog as a kid, it was the first game I ever beat. Oh my god, I felt like I could conquer the whole earth. I felt like a god. Dr. Robotnik got his ass kicked.
I think my personal favorite game moment of all time was when I finally beat the first game I ever played, Strikers 1945. For those of you who don't know, it was a on the rails shooter. It's like those games like Radiant Silvergun where we take control of this plane, you're in this 2D side-scrolling thing, and you're blowing the shit out of everything. It's one of those bullet hell games. That's what
Yes.
Strikers 1945 was, and it was fucking hard.
There was a game
Oh,
like
but
that on the
I
Mac. I
finally
can't
beat
remember,
the
but
final
I
boss.
suck at those bullet hell games. Like I can probably beat like a level 2, maybe on a good day 3 levels, but after that I'm tapped. I can't beat it anymore.
But I beat the final boss on like I think normal mode, and even that was God. I did it. I beat the game. Yes. Oh my God. Fuck yes. And the title rolled, and it just I don't know, man. That ending sequence stayed with me and made me into the gamer I am today.
All right, Matthew.
I guess the last chapter of Azura's Wrath.
That's your proudest gaming moment?
Oh no, it's like no, it's like I really fucking like that.
That's one of the most
That's all.
obscure fucking answers. I mean, I love Azura's Wrath. I want a sequel to that game, and I want him in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. But that just is fucking weird, Matthew.
No.
All right. Jeffrey, I hope you got one prepared. What's your best work story? I'll go ahead and go first, all right? You guys know I worked at GameStop.
Story?
Yes, like a work story that's funny.
Fuck.
Um,
Ain't
You
nothing
can skip-
funny happening at work. We out there to make money.
well, no,
Shit.
so you guys know, I worked at GameStop for about a year and a half, almost 2 years actually. I think it was 2 years. Yes, 2 years actually.
Yeah.
So I was when I became a manager about like when I turned 17. Yes, when I turned 17. I I picked up the phone and it was my first day and I was maybe training, I don't know, but this guy calls and he says, it was a kid obviously prank calling. I love prank calls when you got them at GameStop. They were just the best. And it was like some guy calling and saying like, no, I only got one Battletoads call, and then my manager forced me to hang up. And I was like, damn it, I wanted to have fun with the bastard. And then after Rare Replay came out, I was like, well, I have to be like kind of honest. I'm like, yeah, we have Battletoads on Rare Replay, which we have Rare Replay. But anyway, so this guy called. It was some guy bought a game. He said he bought a game, and his son was playing it, and there was just naked women everywhere. And you know me, I was just like, what? And so I'm just sitting here listening to the story. And then the guy that he was leaving in about three or 4 weeks, and he just grabbed the phone and just saying, "This is Tyler, this is Tyler, this is Tyler," for a good 5 minutes. And we have people in the store, and all you're hearing is this guy cussing him out, and you hear my coworker's name was Austin. He goes, "This is Tyler, This is Tyler. This is Tyler. He's like, put Tyler back on the phone. He goes, this is Tyler. It was just a great moment. Because you just hear customers like, what is he doing? I'm like, I don't know. But, yes, it was a great moment. GameStop, it was a pretty shitty salary, but it was a fun job. All right, Goulds, what's your best, like, funny work story?
Actually happened yesterday. I'm gonna warn you right now, it's pretty gross.
Masterpiece. This is awesome.
I unfortunately, work as a courtesy clerk at this one store, which I will not disclose.
Everyone
And
knows what the store is.
I was called to do some bathroom duty because apparently a urinal was overflowing. I'm like, okay. So I go in there and it was overflowing with piss. And I'm like, fuck. And, it's one of those automated ones, so the moment I got close to it and tried to fix it, more start pouring down and overflowed, and it was nasty as fuck. I had to get the mop and try to drain it, but,
Did you have
couldn't
to stick your
drain.
hands in the piss?
With gloves on, unfortunately, yes. I
I'm
wanted
sorry,
to
that
shower after that.
Best
I seriously
day
wanted
ever.
to shower after that.
That's alright,
And
man.
so it got all over the floor. I'm just like, fuck, why? Just why?
It's a
Fortunately, though,
masterpiece. Ghouls, that's the kind of shit I
unfortunately,
like. That's better than mine by like a mile.
and unfortunately, um, well, actually, no, fortunately, no, I was called in for lunch, so another poor soul had to go and do the rest. And I warned him, don't let anybody use it. But of course, people use it because, they have the attention span of a goldfish. So the manager had to step in and put in a do not use sign just so people don't fucking use it. And just let it quietly drain. So yeah, that was really disgusting.
Oh
All
well.
right. All right, Matthew, you were a waiter. You got to have some good stories. I even have some good stories as a waiter.
Oh, it's nothing
Okay, I
compared to
guess
being a courtesy quirk, bro.
I mean, how his
I was a
boss didn't
cashier and
pay
a
him?
waiter, so beat that.
How his
Jesus
boss
Christ.
never paid him? That's a funny story.
Yeah, fuck my boss. Swear to God.
Does he still owe you money?
Fuck yeah, he does, but he's not. He got the fucking place closed down. So it's like, what the fuck? I can't. I can't ask for my fucking payment now. The
That's
fucking
great.
restaurant's closed.
When Matthew could use this money like any time now. When his controller breaks and this dude
Uh,
still owes him money. Matthew, you know how like when I need to collect my game money, this guy, you need to call this guy. It's like, I need money. That's the first person you call.
no, but I guess like the most interesting story I got, and the one I had most fun with was probably like, restaurant was empty and some dude. It was like a Saturday. The restaurant was empty. It was early in the morning. A guy comes in, asks, no, calls. The guy calls and asks for like four tacos. I'm like, okay, like four tacos of blah blah and blah and blah. It's like, okay, okay. I tell the fucking cook to make the tacos, put them in the bag, blah blah blah, all that shit. Everything like goes smoothly. He goes out. He goes out to the restaurant, and I look in the corner of my eye because the window's like right there and like parked in front of it. He throws one of the tacos to like inside the truck because the window to his truck was open. Comes back in and tells me that I didn't put a taco inside. I'm like, what the fuck? I like I didn't tell him I saw him. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's my fault. So he orders for another taco, and like he goes outside again to wait. I'm like, I'm just gonna fuck with this dude. And I tell the cook, hand me a couple of fucking foils. And I fucking fold the foils and put paper inside of them. And I do this, and he does the same shit, fucking 5 times. Like, what the fuck, dude? No way. And I'm just like, what
Wow.
the fuck? Yeah, but
Nice.
like,
Trying to do.
so I have no idea. Like,
He was
he's
trying
like,
to score free
I can't
tacos.
think
That's
of
what
any.
he's trying to do.
But I just gave him fucking I just gave him napkins inside of foils, basically for the whole damn thing. Oh
Nice.
god.
That's grade A, Matthew.
Eventually, I was like, told him like, dude, I know you fucking threw a taco inside your check, so please stop this. I already gave you like fucking 5 tacos already. Like, fuck. Like, oh yeah, by the way, those aren't tacos. Oh my god. The look on
No,
his
no
face, like,
shit.
well, no shit. Yeah, he opens one.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right. Jeffrey, do you have one?
Nah. My fucking shit was boring, dude.
All right.
Fucking, I got yelled at for just doing work. Does that count?
Uh,
Fucking,
no,
no.
that's not a
Well,
good
why
story,
did you
Jeffrey.
did you do it? But did you do the work wrong?
No, I did it right. He's just fucking like, oh, you're not doing it fast enough, like, and then fucking the person I'm working with who's doing it slower than me, fucking, oh, good job, keep it up. Like that dude just didn't fucking like me, so I quit. My actual bosses were like, hey, you did a good job. Come back anytime. And I'm like, thanks. I'm never coming back though. Fuck
All right.
this.
This question, I don't know. This website, the Huffington Post. Like, I thought it was gonna be a terrible idea to go to the Huffington Post, and you know what? They had a great, thread here. If you were arrested, what would your friends assume you did?
Well, we all know what Matt's answer is
Got
because he has
drunk
the
one night.
easiest one.
They would have, all of you would assume I fucking killed somebody. I know from the
Oh,
fucking
I
bottom
wouldn't
of my heart.
assume. I'd know.
Yeah, that's the night that, like, I would assume, like, yeah, Matt went off the someone pissed him off too much.
Sorry, buddy. It's not an assumption. We know you're gonna murder somebody.
Great friends.
I mean,
I know.
yeah, but
I try
You
and
won't
be
even try to bail me out.
fucking let a killer on the streets. No, thank you.
I would help Matthew out. If he needed a place to stay, I'd let Matthew stay, but I'd be like, Matthew, did you really kill him? And no matter how many times
be
Matthew
like,
said, like, no, I didn't kill him,
"Yeah,
I'm like,
but
are
they
you
can't prove
sure?
Yeah, but they can't prove it.
All right. If I was arrested, I think I would probably be my friends would assume I did something really retarded, and a cop caught me.
Stole a Coke from the vending machine. I mean, from the fucking corner store.
No, like with my luck, like I would even. Okay, I'll tell you a story real quick. All right. I'll keep it short and sweet. All right, I was at a Mexican restaurant picking up food for my family. I got a margarita spilt on me, probably by a drunk lady, and a cop comes in and he smells the margarita all over me and goes, "I need you to step outside." Asked me to take a breathalyzer test. I passed it, of course. Um, and then he wanted me to walk a straight line, then do the ABCs backwards, and I was like, I just really wanted to say I couldn't do this in any way, shape, or form. But that, yes, I would probably be arrested for something like just the most asinine thing you can think of. I'd probably be arrested for it. Not for like doing like super like drugs or anything like that. Just for doing something retarded. Like like how you could probably get arrested if you like go on a graveyard site and then do a Ouija board. I'd probably get arrested for that.
You mean an Ouija board?
Ouija?
Ouija.
Okay, I follow you. All right, all right. What would you be arrested for, Jeff? What would we assume that you would be arrested for?
Um. I don't really do much. Maybe
All
maybe
right, then we're gonna
fucking
make it up for you.
maybe like stabbing a fucker. Piss me off.
No, if I knew Jeff, I knew you, I'd be like, this man. He went like, I think you would reach your breaking point too. Not kill somebody. I think you would assault somebody. Like if somebody really pissed you off, you go straight like ape shit and just be like, I've had enough.
I see.
Oh, and I've already got my
Because
answer
he's
for.
the angry competitive nerd. What do you expect?
Oh, fight
Yes, you were at a
girls.
video game. That would be it, Ghouls. He just like someone beat him at Evo, and he just straight got just
I mean,
fucking heated.
well, that did actually happen to a poor Taiwanese gamer one time.
You know
Murdered
what?
Somebody.
No, I would actually assume Jeffrey threw a controller at some dude's temple and knocked the
I've
fuck
only
out.
thrown one controller, and it was Matt's. Sorry, Matt.
It's all good, bro.
Fucking still, I feel bad about it.
Oh,
All
by
right,
the way,
Ghouls.
finally
What would you
Wasn't
be
my
arrested
fault. It
for?
took like a fucking year, so it definitely wasn't my fault.
Or
No,
probably
I fully
be for
blame you,
getting
Jeff.
drunk.
I think the controller
No.
finally shit the bed from your throwing.
Nah. At the rate
probably be
that
for getting drunk.
his things usually break, it is definitely not my fault. Matt has shitty luck
It was-
with electronics, specifically mics.
It will probably be for getting drunk. Yeah, great night.
No,
Yeah,
Ghouls, I would assume you
shit, I
finally get
hit
caught
somebody.
from, like, torrenting shit.
Hey, torrenting
whatever.
shouldn't be illegal, man.
But you can have your answer. I'm just giving my answer from everybody. Alright, guys. Well, I guess, yeah, next week, the podcast will be back to its regularly, like, Jeff's gonna be back.
Scheduled programming.
Yeah. To the real quality of shit. It just like, you know how it's been like shit? It's gonna get even to a higher quality of shit now that Jeff's back. He really adds that
Yep.
that dynamic flair.
Thanks, guys. That means a lot.
So yeah, again, you go spam Loot Crate's thing, cause now that Jeff's back, he can promote it with me. Go use code Nerd Tavern for 15% off that order.
And you know what? Actually, all 5 of you watching this, just like go to Loot Crate, find out what their email is, message them, hey, your service is garbage, but you know what would make it not garbage?
Giving us a loot
Their
code.
Tavern podcast.
Yes, and also,
Just like harass them as much as possible. It's fine.
and hopefully, Ghouls will make his video to promote this podcast on his YouTube channel. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
also harass
Ghouls
him
as much
at.
as possible too.
Go to his YouTube
Yes.
channel, GShadow007, and say, make the shout out. I don't know, what's another crafty thing? Make the shout out. Hashtag make the shout out. We'll go with that. I don't know.
Hashtag stop justifying
All right.
9/11 rules.
Oh my god, so 2013.
Hashtag Ghouls is racist.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright. Go ahead and do your outro, guys, and we will, then I'll log us out. I'll make, the closing announcements.
This is GShadow007 telling you all have a great day. And don't believe in anything these guys tell you. They're full of bullshit.
That's
me.
not true at all. We spit
This
facts.
is Jeff, and I'm back, baby.
Only one of us is lying. Guess who
Now-
it is?
Now, let's go to Matt's fucking ominous, fucking terrifying outro.
I completely forgot that outro.
Thank goodness. People will be able to fucking sleep at night now.
We won't find Matthew in jail this week.
Fuck. One more time when they're gonna feed you ice cream. God damn it.
That's a good one. A good one.
All right, guys. This is me, Tyler Chapman. You guys, thank you guys so much for making this podcast possible. Even though, I mean, thank you guys for watching it, doing all that shit. You guys can go watch all my shitty content if you guys want to watch shitty content at least. Down, you can click on my name.
Watch mine too.
No, don't watch Ghouls and
Watch mine,
spam.
too.
Ghouls is a racist, and he needs to make the video.
Oh, don't no. Gizmodo will turn that into me being racist, and everybody will hate me. And I'll probably get kicked
Ghouls.
out of
All
YouTube.
I'm doing is giving you good publicity because, like, the fucking daily newspaper, I don't know what it's called, New York Times will get up and say you're a racist like PewDiePie, and saying you and PewDiePie are gonna take back the world and bring back
Dude,
Hitler.
PewDiePie is a Nazi.
Exactly. It will say G Shadow 007 and PewDiePie plan to resurrect Hitler confirmed.
Dude, they're like the biggest Nazis I
Okay, thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you guys so
Yeah,
much
we
for
can end this
watching.
now
See you
before it
guys
gets
next
any
week.
worse.
Peace out.